hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Can't play that now. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Brunch Hour. And for those of you and look, it popped up.
Happy Monday to you.
Happy Monday to you.
I say that quite reserved, I must say. Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to our Brunch Hour live on WWN, and we are very excited. We've got a whole lot to jam in the next 30 minutes, so hang on to your hat, Freddie, because we got a lot of things to get rocking and rolling. We are live at WWNN 95.3 FM, 96.9 FM, 1470 AM. I don't know who's on the board today. Maybe it's Ryan, but give them a call. Say hello. Let us know what you're doing for brunch on this MLK Remembrance Day, 888-565-1470. We've got the kids off of schools. We've got some joining us on an interview. We've got some joining us on set. Some government offices are closed, so you and I get the honor of working today.
Remember when you used to take your kid to school or to work day?
No, maybe.
You never took your kid to work? Did you
Yes.
ever work?
Yeah,
Wow.
kind of.
Got to work in order to take your kid to work.
And yes, it's a little chilly out here. Steve Gabardi stopped by and said, hey, because it's a beautiful 64 degrees right now in
He was
sunny
in a
South
bikini.
Florida.
He said, this is warm weather.
But we've got a lot of great news. Saturday night, we were very, very honored and thrilled to be a part of the Miss South Florida Fair competition. And our very own, it's like we're going to go to camera 2, our very own producer, Miss Alana Shearer, won Miss South Florida Fair. So huge congratulations to you. And she is joining us in studio before she goes to do her fair duties today. So let's bring her up, Slick. There she is. Congratulations, Alana.
Thank you, guys. Well, I'm so appreciative. One, it's been an honor and a whirlwind this weekend, but to also have my Amp Media Productions crew there in person to see it all happen live and to be a sponsor for me, to back me up and support me all the way. I'm so thankful for you, Freddie and Dawn, and for Anna and Slick for even coming out to support me. It's been awesome and quite the rush.
Oh my gosh. I had never been to a competition like that before. And you were just absolutely flawless and spectacular. With such poise and grace, she thanked us, Freddie, for being her sponsors from Amp Media and your talent and your platform. She talked about her radio show on WWNN. And I tried to send you everything as it came, as I recorded it, and I would send it as quickly as my phone to let me upload and send it to you. So it was like you were there always with us throughout the entire thing. But so amazing and with such grace. So congratulations to you.
Thank you so, so much. I actually will be there at the fair today. It goes on for the next 2 weeks. So if you see me and if you come out, please come say hi. Yes, the rumor is I will be kissing a pig possibly today, milking a cow, doing all the great fair things. But if you haven't been, I know Dawn got a little taste of what's around, from fair food and fried Oreos to rides, the agriculture that is there to support and show to everyone. It's a really fun event, and what an honor to represent the organization and to head to Miss Florida later this June. So fingers crossed. I'm super appreciative, and I was able to win $5,000 that goes straight to my student loans from my schooling. So it's quite the organization.
Congratulations so much to you and your family. I know Mom is here also. Before you go, can you share with everyone, because people are still under this idea of pageant life. You know, Freddie, can you do the wave for us? That wave. Oh, wait, there you go. And a smile, waving a smile. And it's so much more than that. The question you had on the floor was, would you be okay if they changed the name of this to a competition instead of a pageant? So can you give us a little info on that?
Sure. So in 2018, the Miss America organization made a lot of changes to its program. You know, it's something that's been around for over 100 years. My SAS actually has the official 100-year logo on it because that is the centennial celebration we just celebrated. And what originally started as a beauty competition with bathing suit to bring in tourism to Atlantic City has really changed throughout the past 100 years. Today, they've transferred over to the word competition instead of pageant because the judging and the scoring is really based on your private interview skills, your community service, and what you would do in the job of Miss Florida, traveling around the state and really being a role model to young women around your area, your community, and to be that representative. So it's really stripped away the ideals of being a beautiful person on the outside and focusing more on scholarship, service, style, and success.
All the girls' platforms are really incredible, really heartwarming. You would have really, I couldn't have videotaped all of it, but it was it was really great. And your platform, your initiative, your tap dancing, I'd never seen you actually perform a whole dance. You got it on video. My light was kind of shining bright from far away, but hopefully Anna got a better shot of it. So hopefully we're going to get a better clip of it.
No,
what was the highlight for you?
The highlight is definitely the crowning moment when they call out your name and you realize, oh my goodness, I have the honor of wearing this title and going to Miss Florida. That is what I can't wait for. The South Florida Fair is very large, and therefore we also have a large committee to help the young ladies prepare, make sure that we have our best communication skills, that you know how to network around the Palm Beach County area, and I can't wait for that preparation to really fine-tune those skills and get me ready to take on that job.
So if people want to go to the fair today while they're off of school and off of work, they might be able to find you?
Yes, you can come find me. I'll be the one in the super sparkly hat, and you'll find me throughout the week. I know that Wednesday night is bike night, where there are tons of motorcycles that will come through and parade through the fairgrounds, and as well as any weekend is super fun. There's some kids baking competitions, there's art galleries, there's lots of shows and events from light shows, ice skating show. There's plenty to do, fun for the whole family. So come check it out for the next about 2 weeks. It's there.
Anything?
I'm just taking it in.
Speechless.
I'll have to sneak some fair food with me and bring it back to the studio for us if I can. Maybe some candied apples or kettle corn. I'll have to take an order.
Oh my gosh, we had funnel cake. We shared it amongst all of us. We were walking around the fair. Anna had never had it before. And she kept saying, no, no. And I'm thinking, such willpower, Anna, no funnel cake. And then she took a bite. Now she is a believer in funnel cake.
It's so good.
I can tell you. But it was a whole lot of fun. You'll see a piece put together on our 12 o'clock hour. So I know you need to head on your way. We wanted to get you a little cake and say congratulations. Nothing says congratulations like funfetti from Publix. So.
I'm super appreciative for you guys. Thank you so much for everybody who has been a part of this on the journey before I won and now on this journey ahead of me. I'm so grateful. So thank you guys so, so much.
So more to come. You can always check out Alana tonight also on WNN at 6 o'clock. Better hair, better you?
Yeah.
Better hair, better you. And then Thursday night, CAPS, Turn Up Artistic Participation. Of course, here is one of our amazing producers. All right, you head off to the fair, have some cake. I think some of our guests, maybe we'll serve them.
Oh, yes,
take
please.
A quick commercial break. Let's reset our set. And when we come back, we've got Mr. Shane Farnsworth, PA, joining us. So stay tuned. Quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Proudly distilling out of West Palm Beach, Florida, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
"2020 has been a year like no other. 2020 The Game is an exhilarating board game where players struggle to collect 270 electoral votes and win the White House. All while navigating through the challenges of a global pandemic, an international toilet paper shortage, the invasion of murder hornets, state of emergency lockdowns, and civil unrest, just to name a few. Roll the dice and see what fate awaits you. Purchase yours today. Available at 2020-thegame.com, Palm Beach outlets, Amazon, and Walmart.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Less is not always
Congratulations to Alana. That's some victory. That's like her Super Bowl. Well, you know, she's going on to bigger and more challenging goals.
So Miss Florida will be in June. So as we know more of that, we'll let you know. But the fair is open for the next, I believe, probably another 12 days. I think it was 14 days. Tickets are $20 at the door. And oh my goodness, wait till you see the 12 o'clock hour to see some of the fun slick put together. Slick sloth and funnel cake and candy apples. And we got out there a little bit. I had my mask on. I think I had my mask on the entire time. I'm not used to wearing a mask for that many hours. But we did, and a whole lot of fun.
What was the sloth? What is a sloth?
Oh, you're going to find out. It was bigger and it was moist. Because Slick went on a ride, so I go, I'll hold your sloth. So he wraps the sloth around my neck. I go, why is your sloth wet? Because
I don't think I want to know.
It was a moist. He looked at
Shane,
me.
you know what a sloth is? I do not. You know what a wet sloth is?
That's what it is. He had a life-size stuffed sloth.
Oh, a
that
stuffed
won.
one.
He won it. How did he win it?
I don't know. We'll have to find out on the 12 o'clock hour.
I don't think
I
want
wasn't
to.
with him, so
Somebody
I'm not
bring
sure.
me a raincoat.
I'm not sure what he did. But let's go ahead and talk to Shane Farnsworth. I like
are the
these new cards.
Yes. Yeah.
Personal attention for your legal needs. So welcome.
Thank you.
And you've got your beautiful co-host with you today.
I did. I brought my daughter Abigail today, so she's tagging along. And
Welcome, Abigail.
Welcome, thanks.
How old are you?
I'm going to be 10 tomorrow.
So you're excited to be live on radio?
Yeah,
Happy birthday.
thank you.
So what's fun for going on for birthdays for a 10-year-old?
Well, I mean, I'm going to be double digits, so I'm excited.
Double digits.
Double digits.
Yeah.
keep telling her once you get there, you don't get to go back.
I
So
was going to say, once you get there, it's a long journey afterwards.
Yeah,
You're going to be a teenager in 3 years, right?
I know. I'm really excited.
And that's when the fun begins for Dad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He worries and she has fun.
Absolutely. Well, I love these cards. Legal matters for your office. We're talking about personal injury cases.
yeah, I brought by some cards that have information about my office, about where we're located, how to get in contact with us, and the types of cases that we do. So I know you guys are going to be handing those out. So those will help people to get in touch with us if they need our services.
This actually goes in your glove box. There's a couple of changes that I want to make, but this is, you get into an accident, you want to reach your attorney. You want to call the police, of course, because you want to get a police report, and then you call your attorney. And we're going to give you like a little map of what to do when these bad times happen.
Yeah, I'm going to get a new version that on the back, it will, kind of walk you through the steps if you're involved in an accident, what you can do. So kind of a checklist to help you. And then the front will obviously give you the information to get in touch with us to be able to assist you with the situation.
You should definitely keep them in your car. I remember when I was first driving my daughter up to Preview for University of Florida. Now she's 29, so it goes back to 2009, a long time ago. And it was so overwhelmingly. I got a speeding ticket going through. I got a bad parking spot. And I thought, it wouldn't be for you as an attorney, but I remember I always had that card stuck to my refrigerator. Heaven forbid I've needed it again. You want that quick access because when you're not thinking clearly and you want to make the right move. So I love that we have these that we're going to be able to put them in glove compartments. People can keep them in their cars.
Yeah, like we've talked about before, and as with anything, in a personal injury case, the foundation is very important. So you want to make sure that you take the correct steps, when you're involved in an accident, to be able to build your case and show what your damages are so we can make a maximum recovery on your behalf.
Now, I had a incident over the weekend, and I knew you were coming, so I saved. I didn't ask you until now. A friend of mine was teaching his daughter to drive. She did not pass her written yet, but he was teaching her, you know, the ropes of the road and everything else, and she got into an accident. And I asked him, did you call your attorney? He says, Freddie, I didn't do anything. Well, I called the police, I got a report, and he doesn't know what to do. In that case, what happens? I mean, she doesn't have a license, obviously.
Well, it's going to depend on whether or not, if she's not listed on the policy, whether or not they're going to cover that. So that's a good question. You'd have to call them to see what they tell them. But if she's not legally licensed, does she have a permit or?
Not yet. See, that's the problem.
Yeah, because she had a permit, she would be covered.
If she had a permit, then there's grounds for stuff. But she's learning how to drive. So I said to him, you should have waited till she got her permit and then teach them how to drive. Now, Latinos are notorious for giving the keys to their daughters, especially daughters. Don't worry about it, let's go drive, and then bad things happen. You saw the rain yesterday.
Rain was bad
And this
yesterday.
is what happened yesterday. So I remember teaching my son to drive it was a monsoon, it was coming down on 95, and I said, okay, pull over because it was so bad. And he had a permit, but in this case it doesn't, so I was gonna refer you.
Yeah, well, primarily, we obviously handle when people get injured in an accident and someone else causes it. But yeah, if they wanted to call me, I don't know if they don't have a permit. My gut feeling is they may have an issue with their insurance company. You generally would want to have some sort of legal right to be on the road at the time you get involved in the accident in order for it to be covered. So were they actually on the road or were they just driving around a parking lot? I mean, what were they
It was on the
doing?
road.
That
See,
could be.
parking lot is another case, but this one, no shortcuts here. This was, and then I said, well, did she get hit? And he said, no.
Was everyone okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Except the cars. But I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't even be talking about this on the air. I just figured it just dwelled on me. I said, well, I never heard a case like that before. And what do you do?
Interesting. Now, I also see on your car dog bites, civil disputes, and evictions.
Yeah, I have a general practice. About 60% to 70% of it is actual personal injury, but we do general civil litigation as well, which includes all different sorts of things like contract disputes. Dog bites will fall under personal injury. I mean, primarily, that's what we do. We represent people that are injured by the negligence of another, but we also do general civil litigation. So if you have an argument with your neighbor or something like I said, a contract dispute. If you're a landlord and you have a tenant who's not paying, we do eviction. So that's all sort of part of the civil litigation portion of it, which the personal injury falls under as well. If we got to file a lawsuit in your personal injury case, that's civil litigation. So those other cases they help keep us sharp, keep us in court. So if we have to file your personal injury case, we're up to speed.
Have you ever had people over to your house for dinner and somebody trips and falls? And then a couple of days later, you get a lawsuit.
That happened to you?
Happened to my brother.
Oh my goodness.
It can happen. You never know what's going to happen. In fact, I think it was her third or fourth birthday. We had a neighbor who came over, and it was kind of misting out. And our driveway at the time was a concrete driveway. And she was walking home next door, and she had on flip-flops with sort of a smooth bottom to it. And she slipped and fell in our driveway. Luckily, she didn't get injured, but yeah, that could certainly happen. And, we represent people in slip and falls. But that's why it's important to make sure, try to keep your property up to par so those sorts of things don't happen. But they can certainly happen. Like I said, her birthday party, it happened with our neighbor. Luckily, they didn't get injured, and we didn't end up with an issue. But
it can happen.
It can happen, yeah. I'm representing somebody right now, for example, that they were a tenant, and they had a leak under the kitchen sink, which they notified their landlord about. The landlord never fixed it. Instead, they came to just put a bucket under there. They were coming occasionally to empty the bucket. One night, she got up to go to the kitchen to get something to drink from the refrigerator. The water had overflowed in the bucket. It was on the floor, on the tile floor. She was wearing socks. She slipped and fell, had to have surgery. So that, that's a case we have in litigation right now. So, if you're a homeowner, you got to make sure you keep things up to par.
It's funny. When I was in New York, I was working for an insurance company, and there was a driveway, and that driveway had a dip, I guess, over time. So snow melted, and it froze. And then the weather changed, and it got worse again, and it turned into like a pond, like a lake. So the water was going down, and it was icy, black ice. And I fell. Let me tell you, people were watching out the window. It wasn't funny. Now it's funny. At the time, it wasn't. There was my phone. Everything was all over the place. My bag broke. I broke my shoes, everything, because he never took care of the path leading to the building. And I went to see an attorney, and then the insurance company says, don't worry about it. We'll take care of whatever it has. It wasn't really their responsibility. It was the building owner's responsibility, correct?
Well, the insurance, that's why you buy insurance. So if you're not doing your job taking care of the building and somebody's injured as a result of that, that's where the insurance comes in. So he has a liability, but that's why you buy insurance. Like, for example, in a car accident, if you run into somebody and you injure them and they sue you, you're going to call your insurance company and they'll defend you. That's part of what you're paying for with the insurance. So,
and is it true insurance companies raise your rates after a car accident, or is that a myth?
Well, people ask that question a lot. In Florida, we've talked about this before. We're a no-fault state. So as far as if you're injured, the first $10,000 of your medical bills gets paid by your personal injury protection, and everybody's required to have, PIP and PD on their policy in Florida. Now, the way it's supposed to work is that if you're not at fault, the accident was caused by somebody else, your rates shouldn't go up. But I can't tell you what the formula is that the underwriter uses when they reassess your rates. And I've had people call and say, hey, look, I wasn't at fault for the accident, and my rates went up. Is it because of the accident? Theoretically, legally, it shouldn't be. But they rate. You can not have any claims, and your insurance is generally going to go up every year, anyways. Yeah, so it's based on their underwriting formula. So, but if you have an at-fault accident, if you're the person who crashes into somebody else, yes, that would affect your rates. But if you're, sitting at the stop sign and somebody crashes into the back of you and you're injured and your car has to be fixed, that shouldn't affect your rates.
So if you get hit in a no fault, I guess there is some fault. What if you're the middle car? Somebody hits you and you hit somebody else.
Well, as long as you are maintaining your car in a safe manner, you probably wouldn't have any liability, or if you did, pretty limited liability. So it really, a chain reaction accident, generally speaking, it's the last person in that chain that has the brunt of the liability. I had one time. There was 3 cars, but what happened was there was a car in the front that didn't get hit, but they stopped for no reason. And one of those, hey, maybe that's my street over there. I'm just stopped in the middle of the road. My client stopped. They got rear-ended. In that particular instance, we were able to sue the person in the car in the front because they were negligent in stopping for no reason. So we got liability against them and the car behind my vehicle. So every situation is different, but usually if you're the person in the middle and you're stopped maintaining your own, safe space and you're not doing anything and the person crashes into you and then that forces you into the car in front of them, that's generally not going to result in liability on your part.
It's really interesting because as he tells that story, everything is about perception. So if the person slowed down enough because they saw that the guy stopped and then the car in the back hit you, then all of a sudden it depends on perception, doesn't it? It depends on everybody's
Why
version.
did someone stop? Yep.
Yeah, well, in the state of Florida, if you get rear-ended, there's a rebuttable presumption that the person in back is at fault. But by rebuttable presumption, what that means is that if you can show that somehow you had a reason, there was an emergency that you had to stop, that a kid ran across the road in front of you, or there was something that caused you to that caused it, or actually I'm talking about the car behind you, that that person stopped and they weren't supposed to stop, or there's something else going on. If you can get past that presumption, then that could change the liability in that situation. But generally speaking, they would be responsible. But yeah, I mean, think about somebody making a U-turn or a left turn. If you're making a U-turn, did the car that's oncoming traffic and you're in their path, were they speeding? That would affect it. If they weren't speeding, they were going the regular speed limit, you cut off their path, you would be liable. But there's other factors that could come into play, and all of those things, come into play as to whether who's liable, and liability is the first thing you got to show in a personal injury case. Before you get to your damages, you got to show that somebody was negligent. They caused the accident.
Boating accident's the same thing. You think in Florida, everyone's out on the waterways. People are drinking. I think more people probably are drinking when they're on their boats than they're drinking when they're driving, because so much has been done about don't drink and drive. But you don't hear as much when it comes to don't drink and boat. Yeah. And the people, even if you're not driving the boat, you've got other people that are on the boat drinking and having fun. Accidents occur for whatever reason. You work with that type of accident as well? We do boating accidents, yes. And yeah, I mean, obviously, with boats, you have all kinds of problems. You have people drinking. You have, you get out on the water and people want to go fast. You have, it's a situation where there's water and things are wet. People can slip and fall and get hurt. There's a lot of things that are dangerous about boats. So yeah, we do handle those. I mean, primarily we do car accidents and slip and falls, but we handle other things like dog bites, boating accidents, motorcycle accidents, tractor trailers, all those sorts of things. Pedestrian accidents, if you're walking across the road and you get hit. So all those things kind of fall under the umbrella of personal injury. But yeah, we handle all those sorts of situations. What's the best way for people to contact you?
The best way to reach us is by phone, 561-272-8337, or you can go online at farnsworthlaw.net or shanemfarnsworth.com, and either one of those will take you to our website. And I know I always mention this, we have frequently asked question videos on there that cover a lot of the basic topics. That you have questions and you go there and you go watch those, you can probably find the answer. But if you don't, 561-272-8337, and we'll be happy to talk to you.
Fantastic. Abigail, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Having a party?
No, I'm not. I'm kind of old for that. Like, most of the parties I have are just random things, so yeah.
She's too old for a birthday party, Dad.
Yeah,
wow.
She's getting pretty big, so.
She wants a trip to like another state or another country.
Yeah, but for COVID, we probably would have gone away this weekend. But she's very good about wearing a mask at school, and she's very conscientious. So we're just kind of laying low, and we'll enjoy today because tomorrow she has school, and I think she has the FSA actually tomorrow for her birthday. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you in middle school or elementary school?
No, I'm in elementary school. Tomorrow at school, we have this like mock FSA test, and it's on math, which I'm actually not that scared about, but like, I just wish it wasn't on my birthday.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Huh?
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a veterinarian or wildlife scientist.
Very nice. Well, the girl that won Miss Palm Beach County, when Alana won Miss South Florida Fair, her whole platform was about pets and pet shelters. Actually, today is trending on Betty White's birthday about making donations to a pet shelter or to give back to help the animals. So it's all in honor of Betty White. It's trending everywhere about honoring pets and shelters. So that would be amazing. Well, have a wonderful birthday.
You were born one day after Betty White.
Huh?
She doesn't know who Betty White is.
So
I don't think she knows Betty White.
I know.
Birthday.
Oh, wow. I never heard of her.
Dad will show you some of the throwbacks. But it's all about pets today, and everyone's honoring pets and shelters and honoring Betty White. So have a wonderful birthday.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
All of your accident needs or anything you need, personal injury, civil law, contact Shane Farnsworth, 561-272-8337 or farnsworthlaw.net.
We'll be giving out these cards so that people, instead of calling me, telling me a story, you call the man.
Keep it in your glove compartment. Keep it in your desk drawer at work. this way. Heaven forbid you need it. It's right at your fingertips. Remember that commercial? Let your fingers do the, I
Yellow
can't say
pages.
it. Yeah, yellow pages. Let your fingers do the walk-in. Let your fingers do the walk-in. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we've got Dwyer High School of the Love Club joining us. We had to get all the kids in today while they're off of school. So stay tuned. And then we've got Wanda's Kitchen in the house. We'll be right back.
Have you been injured in a car accident, slipping fall, or through the negligence of another? The lawyers at Shane and Farnsworth PA have over 40 years of combined experience representing injured individuals and their families. Call us today at 561-272-8337 for a free case evaluation and the answers to your legal questions. Were you injured in an accident that wasn't your fault? Don't let the insurance companies take advantage of you. Contact us now to learn about your options and to protect your rights.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. I am so glad today we got an early start. Where are we headed anyway?
Who knows? Wherever this glorious day takes us, and we'll take Don Pablo along too. Rich and flavorful with low acidity and notes of caramel. No matter where you're going or where you end up, Don Pablo never disappoints.
Excuse me, is that Don Pablo coffee?
Sure is.
Do you have any more?
Sure do. Baby, hop in.
No matter where life takes you, Don Pablo Coffee is always there to pick you up.
Ant Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses with added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
How was your
All sorts
weekend,
of
by the way?
Parts moving. It was wild card weekend in the football.
How was that for you?
Good. All my teams said I pick one.
Oh, good. How?
Because I picked winners, and I got lucky.
25 cents a game?
Actually, anybody who watched the Dallas Cowboy game, if you were rooting for the Cowboys, you are madly disappointed this morning.
The refs took it away, Slick
No, they
said.
didn't. No, they didn't. I think that what the quarterback from the Cowboys did was ridiculous. Ridiculous. And he had 12 seconds, and he ran the ball. And what the problem is that they trapped so that the middle of the field was open so that they didn't have any more timeouts. It would have been the end of the game. Now, did you know in football you have to have the referee touch the ball before you can hike it?
That's what I heard last night.
Everybody knows it.
So I don't understand what happened.
Well, what happened was he gave the ball to the center. The center can't hike it until the ref hikes it. And because it was a running play, what's the ref supposed to do, run with the quarterback? No. So he ran after the play was over. He got there as fast as he could. It takes 2 seconds for the ref to reload, and by then the game was over.
I saw that. I couldn't believe it. Everyone was thinking, oh, my gosh, what happened? And actually, it stood. They did not change the ruling on the field.
And, you know, if you think that it all came down to that one play, then you really don't know the sport, because that whole game, Dallas was being slapped all over the place until the last quarter. So for it to come down to that last play, it shouldn't have gone that way anyway. If Dallas was that good, did you see the number of penalties they committed in that game? It was ridiculous. They were giving that game away. So
you spent the weekend watching football. Slick, do you have the piece on the Love Club? All right, we're going to cue this up. We had the pleasure of meeting teacher Jennifer Zanardi, who was a teacher up at Dwyer High School when we were working on the 2020 game, and met her. and they have an incredible love club at their school about giving back to the kids. So we're going to play this little clip, and then we're going to bring over their founder and president, Mallory Urban, who's joining us virtually. So let's play the clip.
Welcome to an after-school Thursday meeting at Dwyer High School's Love Club, where you can find 9th through 12th graders making change in their community, starting with love.
The Love Club is centered around learning how to love yourself in order to love others around you.
Student-led, with the help of Miss Zanardi, these students are busy at work, planning and fundraising for a memorable and inclusive special needs prom.
Meet me at the red carpet event will be taking place this February 18th, 2022.
You can contact us at the Love Club Dwyer on Instagram or jennifer.zanardi@palmbeachschools.org.
Don't be shy. Reach out if you'd like to support these students making an impact.
Fantastic spot. And there she is. Mallory, can you turn your phone sideways? Landscape?
You have to unlock it. That's all right. That'll work.
That's all right. We'll keep it that way. Let's just make sure your audio was on so we can hear you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. I figured no school today. I was going to take full advantage to promote the Love Club while she was off at school today. I'm always going to keep the kids working. Tell us about, you are the founder and president of the Love Club at Dwyer High School. When did you start this whole idea?
This idea started formulating over COVID around last year, around the summertime.
And what was your thought of why start a Love Club?
Because with the isolation of the coronavirus and being on virtual schooling, it kind of made it seem like there was nowhere for anyone to really go, to anyone to feel safe anymore, because school was that meeting ground, that middle place, that place where kids got to go to school and see their friends. And now not having that was just really detrimental to a lot of students' mental health.
And what does the Love Club do?
The Love Club meets once or twice a month, and each meeting we have different segments that we cover, different areas and topics of things that aren't covered enough in school, like mental health, learning how to love yourself, learning how to love others, dealing with stress and anxiety of school, actively listening to people and being heard, things like that.
I love the actively listening part, because I think a lot of times we're so engaged on our phones and in texting that even if we're sitting at lunch or dinner with our friends, we're not even actively engaged in that conversation because we're doing something else.
Very true.
What has the response been?
The response has been absolutely outstanding. I honestly couldn't have done this without the help of all of my members, the officers that I have for my club as well. They're not joining me today, but we had the pleasure of meeting you guys a few months ago on your show.
You
It's
guys
really
were
awesome.
fantastic, and you were so great. So, as Freddie would say, let me get this straight. See, you're always in my head. You decided to have this idea of a love club, and you go to school, and you find Miss Zanardi, and what? She says, okay, let's do it?
Actually, we created the Love Club without ever meeting each other first, because she was my teacher over Zoom during the coronavirus when school was shut down. And I sent her an email with my co-president, and she absolutely fell in love with the idea, and that's when she introduced us to the idea of the special needs prom.
Well, let's talk about that, because you have a big initiative, not only that people should love themselves and spread love and come together. You have a bigger initiative, an event coming up in February.
Correct.
And tell us about your special needs prom.
Our special needs prom is going to be on February 18th, 2022, so it's coming up. Days are coming up, and all of the special needs students at Dwyer are invited, as well as Jupiter and a few other schools in our area. And it's going to be fully fundraised. We have been in the process of fundraising for several months now, and it's been going great, but we still need as many donations as we can get. But it's going to be fully paid for when it comes to everything, with attendance to, attire.
And I think from what Miss Zanardi told me, for every special needs student, they're going to be partnered with someone maybe from the club or someone else from the school?
Yes, we are partnered with our Best Buddies program at Dwyer, which pairs up students with special needs, and that's kind of like their best buddy. So the Best Buddies are going to be helping us as well as student athletes and just mainstream students from Dwyer who want to help out.
And where is the prom going to be held?
The prom is going to be held at the East Point Country Club in Palm Beach Gardens.
And from what I understand, you guys need some donations.
We do, yes.
What are you? So
Very
you
much.
may as well use the platform of WNN and all of our reach to let everyone know, because maybe there's some businesses out there that can help you out.
Yes, we need prom dresses, we need suits, tuxedos. If anyone owns any florist companies or landscaping, we need trees, flowers, any decorations that people can donate that they have left over, maybe sitting around in their closets, that we can use for our Enchanted Forest theme prom.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. How many students do you think you're going to have?
The capacity of the facility that we are having it at is around 250, so around 125 special needs students and then 125 mainstream students and part of the club and Best Buddies and whatnot.
And there is no cost to the students, correct?
Absolutely no cost.
Can you imagine that?
This is a big undertaking you're doing. It's fabulous.
No cost for prom dresses, no cost for flowers. It's all getting donated by local businesses.
Unbelievable.
And the private sector.
Very nice. Very nicely done. The Love Club.
I love it. What's the best way for people to reach you if they want to help?
They can email our sponsor. Her email is jennifer.zanardi@palmbeachschools.org.
And of course, you can always call us at the radio station or write us on social media and we can get you in contact with them. It's February 18th?
Yes.
So right after Valentine's Day. So if anyone has anything that you're getting ready to put together for Valentine's Day, maybe a couple extra decorations to help these kids out would be incredible.
Definitely.
So what's next for the Love Club after February? What are your big plans?
Well, this has been a big project that's been going on for several months. So after we finally get all of this taken care of, the prom happens, we're finally going to get to get really deep into our different topics and really make it all about self-help and learning how to go through high school in these weird times and, you know, learning how to branch out and make new friends and help your neighbor when they need help and learn how to just reach out to people and ask them if they're okay and ask them what they need and how you can be a better friend.
What are you finding in high school that are some of the more difficult or the most popular mental health awareness things that are happening?
I would definitely say for my senior year, anxiety has been a big factor. With coming back to school after being off campus for so long and not really knowing anybody, or everyone's been changing and college applications, it's been a lot, so definitely anxiety.
And what are you doing in the Love Club to help people with this?
We actually have scheduled a someone coming to school. One of my past teachers actually does these breathwork classes, and breathing into your anxiety is actually one of the main things on how to calm yourself down, how to relax, and how to get centered back into your heart space.
Wow, you are incredibly well poised and a fantastic leader. What are you looking forward to doing next year?
Next year, I would like to be in a pre-law program somewhere in college. I'm still waiting to hear back from a couple colleges that I've applied to, but eventually become a successful lawyer and open up different law firms of all women's law firms all around the United States of America.
What school do you want to go to? You have a top?
My top school would definitely be UF, waiting to hear back from them at the end of February, and FSU as well. So those would be my top two.
Congratulations to you. Look at our future leaders of the world.
Nice job. Nice cause. Nice job. Good luck with what you're doing. And anything we can do to help you, let us know.
Yeah, between now and February, you can do another show on the radio, anything. You just let us know your off-school schedule or evenings, and we are more than happy to help spread the word.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much for having
Thank
me
you
today.
so much. What a great passion and purpose you have. Good luck with everything. Quick commercial break.
Yes.
And then we're going to come back, and then we're going to chit-chat a little bit with one. 888-565-1470. And I love the pictures behind us, Freddie.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
2301. We know you will love. Welcome to Mini Donut World, where the donuts are hot, fresh, and delicious, made to order and customizable by you. Gourmet specialty flavors such as apple pie, French toast, campfire, and strawberry cheesecake are always popular. Looking to tailor your appetite? Build your own mini donut. Choose from over 18 flavored donut bases, add on your icing flavor, and choose from over 15 toppings and drizzles. While kids enjoy our design your own kits to take home, our 21 and over customers love our alcohol-infused donuts. Come
Right
visit
now,
Mini
more than
Donut World at
125,000 children
8763
are
Sterling
waiting to be
Road in
adopted
Cooper
from
City.
foster care.
Have
The
questions
Dave
or want to
Thomas
place an
Foundation for
order?
Adoption
Give
works
us a
around
call
the clock
at
to find them the permanent loving homes they deserve.
954-369-2301.
You can help.
We know you
Learn
will
more
love
at
each bite of our deliciously
davethomasfoundation.org.
distinctive mini donuts.
The future depends on teachers who are reinventing.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we are back. Well, this hour goes so fast. I got to tell you, it's like we put a lot into 1 hour.
Yes.
You tired yet?
No, not at all.
You good to go?
Good to go. What's next?
We've got Wanda's Kitchen in the house, so we always like to spotlight a restaurant on our brunch hour. And Wanda's lovely daughter is joining up. Michelle, we've got Wanda and Michelle of Wanda's Kitchen joining us over in the back of the studio. You ladies must have been busy. I know you had Jazz Fest and a whole lot going on. So what's happening in the world of Puerto Rican cuisine?
Right now, we're doing good. The only problem is right now is the pandemic. It start close a lot of places, but we keep going. After the city let us know we can coming back. Right now it's only one time in a month from the Jazz Fest, only the first Sunday in the month. After that, he want to hold it after everything is go down to the pandemic.
So everything is slowed down. What about the truck at your house?
It's not too bad, but it's not too good too. But the city start checking around from the people, not putting too many people together, and we start working on it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's just a trickle-down effect to everybody.
Well, it's funny because they're getting pushback now. DeSantis, did you hear the latest between him and Trump?
Mm-mm.
They were great friends. Now, DeSantis has let it be known that he may be running against Trump in 24.
For president?
Yeah, for the Republican nomination.
Wow.
So Trump was having a cow over the weekend. He says, you're going to challenge me and blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
Now, let me ask you, does anybody know if DeSantis got vaccinated?
Oh, I don't know.
No, neither
Do
does
not
the
know.
world, because he won't answer the question.
Ah, nice trick question there.
So they're trying to change things around us to take the shine off of those two little issues. But they're saying in a couple of more weeks of this particular variant, and then things should start coming down. Should start. So you'll start seeing Wanda's trucks in different venues and what have you.
Have you made it down to her house for some food yet?
I have not made it down to her house, but I know exactly where she is. I just haven't because we've been a little busy the last 3 weeks.
I know, working every night.
And there's some other things going on right now that I had to take care of over the weekend and what have you. But it's still interesting to see that Wanda is still way ahead of the curve.
So Wanda was able to take her passion, buy a food truck, set it up at your house, ladies.
Yep.
What's on the menu for dinner tonight?
We not open tonight. He canceled tonight too. We supposed to be at the Washington Street, but it's closed. He closed again too.
Oh, Hollywood's closed
And I think we started again in February. I think February 18th. This is the first open again.
February 18th. All right.
Yeah.
We'll see what's cooking for dinner tonight then on February 18th.
I think it's a pork, roasted pork, and peas and pea rice, potato salad, and vegetable, tostones. We got mofongo. We got a lot of stuff for different tasting for the people.
I always laugh when I hear mofongo because remember you and I, we went up to the vegan place and they had made it vegan. In Chicharron, everything was done vegan.
Yes, but that.
I've never had the real because
You know,
when
I
we
love
had it, it
mofongo.
was
Yeah,
it was vegan.
We had the vegan stuff.
What is mofongo? It sounds like such a fun,
Mofongo is
funky
a
name.
Dominican dish, isn't it? Made of plantain.
No, the Dominican is a mango. Mofongo is for Puerto Rico.
Really?
Yeah, you fry the plantain, you mash it up, you put in a chicken stew, and you put in butter, and you start making with the onion and putting the chicharrones in the top.
Chicharrones.
Yeah, you can make it with shrimp, with steak, whatever you want.
Mofongo is out there.
I
Yeah.
think
It's a good one.
you love that.
You know,
I
you
never
mash it
had
up
the
in
way
the
she
pilon.
And then you had all of the that was wrapped in the leaves. You had those when she brought
This
them
is
up.
pasteles.
Pasteles.
Yes.
Those are, I think,
pasteles.
you always love it. You had those that weekend. We had a lot.
It's funny, I went to Presidente and they had an argument with me. They don't call it pasteles no more.
No, they don't call it panini anymore.
They don't call it panino, they don't call it pasteles. So I said to the lady, okay, call it whatever you want, just give it to me. And she said, no, they have different names for them now. Which is fine.
So people, can they still come to your truck and get food during the week?
In the Thursday to Saturday.
And where is your location?
2217 Northwest 6th Place, Fort Lauderdale.
And what time is it open?
It's a 4 to 8. Is a Saturday is 1 to 6.
Means it gives you time to get your cookbook together.
Repeat again?
A cookbook. On all your days off now, you can write a cookbook.
I'm trying, but my daughter make everything the recipe what I'm doing. We can try to do it one, maybe for next year.
Sounds fantastic.
Now, when you go to your website, the dish of the day is there, what you're serving?
Yeah, when we prepare the menu, yes.
And what's the website?
It's our Instagram.
Which is what?
Wanda's.kitchen_.
Wanda's.kitchen_.
That's a mouthful.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. Stay with us for our 12 o'clock hour as we roll into our lunch show. Thank you all for joining us on WWNN. That was a lot of good information we packed in. We had Shane Farnsworth. We had South Florida Fair. Wait till you see what I've got on the 12 o'clock hour. We've got a lot of goodies that we have acquired from the fair. We had Alana, she's at the fair, Shane Farnsworth, and Dwyer High School, the Love Club. If any businesses or organizations want to donate, please let us know and we will get you in contact with Dwyer High School for their special needs prom, which is February 18th. Everything is being donated, so all of these special children, kids, have a chance to go to prom, which is a spectacular undertaking.
It's a beautiful undertaking. It's huge.
Huge. Always give us a call at the radio station. What's the number, Batman?
At the radio station?
Uh-huh.
888-565-1470. Well, why are you going to call us at the radio station?
Why not? You want to call us here?
866-224-5422. That's the correct number. Yeah, because the radio station is not going to take your message.
And then Freddie actually answers the phone, and it's this Freddie. When people say, who's the other Freddie that you work with that answers the phone?
Yes.
It's the one and the only, the Magic Man.
That's right.
Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay tuned with us on social media for the 12 o'clock hour, and we will see you after these quick commercial breaks.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Go away.
Well, that wraps up our brunch hour. Stay tuned for more laughs and cheers. Stay tuned for more laughs and cheers on Facebook or YouTube or any other social media platform at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
What would you do to get to me? What would you say to have you wait? Would you give up or try again? If I hesitate to let you in, now would you be yourself or play a role? Tell all the boys I'll keep it low. If I say no, Would you turn away or play me off? Or would you say, and if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, try again. Cause if at first you don't succeed, you can dust it off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again, try again. I'm into you, you into me, but I can't let it go so easily. Not till I see what this could be eternity or just a week. You know our chemistry is off the chain. It's perfect now, but will it change? This ain't a yes, this ain't a no. Just do your thing, we'll see how it goes. And if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, try again. Cause if at first you don't succeed, you can dust it off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again, try again. If you don't wanna throw it all away, I might be shy on the first day. What about the next day? I said you don't wanna throw it all away. I might be bugging on the first day. What about the next day? And if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, try again. Cause if at first you don't succeed, oh, you can dust it off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again, try again.
Scoot up close. One hand up, one hand up. Oh.
Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Hold up!
Welcome to part two.
Part two
of the brunch hour.
Of the lunch hour.
Of the brunch hour.
Of the brunch. So I had
now
some cake.
Turns into the lunch
now it turns into lunch. We had brunch. I had cake and coffee, and now it's time for some lunch. Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome back to our 12 o'clock hour of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. We kicked off our 12 o'clock show with some fun happenings that we got to do at the South Florida Fair. So I just wanted you to know you were with us the entire time, not in body, but in spirit. So we had our little flat Freddie with me. You saw that was with us. And Slick and Chelsea and Anna and I, actually, we have some goodies that Slick brought. So first, let's go over the fair program while we get our England on. This is the program from the South Florida Fair, which is interesting because they kept referring to the program, but we didn't get one until the end when Slick confiscated it from somebody else's chair. And it talks about all the girls that are here, the judges, the beautiful gowns. And then here's this lovely ad for Amp Media that we sponsored Alana, Miss Alana Shearer, who won Miss South Florida Fair, and we're so excited.
Where is it?
Right here.
Oh, okay.
She won a $5,000 scholarship to apply towards her student loans when she was in school. And Miss Florida was one of the MCs, and she was talking about through her entire life being through this whole organization, she has accrued $45,000 in scholarship money.
Wow.
Which is really, really spectacular. So it is not a pageant, it is a competition to bring forward initiatives to help others, to help animals, to turn up artistic participation in the arts, to really to have these girls step into their power. And there was no bathing suit, it was nothing like that. They had their talent competition, they had an interview, they talked about their initiative, and then they had their evening gown, and it was just kind of a look-see. So it was a spectacular evening. So she's out and about at the fairgrounds today if you want to head over there. So there is the program from that event. And Miss Palm Beach County was also crowned. She is a college student, and she won $2,500 in scholarship, and both incredible ladies get the opportunity to participate in Miss Florida in June. So that'll be fantastic.
There's a whole lot of animals in here.
A whole lot of animals. So I can't wait to see Alana kissing a pig and milking a cow and maybe birthing a calf in a crown. So that should be interesting.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, Freddie, Slick got you a gift. Boom. And this is from Slick to you. Isn't that nice?
Who did this?
Slick had it done at the fair.
This looks like the people that went to the bar mitzvah.
They had a lot of different airbrushing people, and Slick actually got his sloth airbrush that says Slick Speaks on it. So
did he?
He did, but that was later. That was right after the competition. He had ordered that for you, and first they made it TB. And he's like, no, it's wrong. So they went and had it remade for you. So that is a gift.
TB tuberculosis.
I guess so. That is a gift from Slick to you.
Very nice. Much appreciated.
Wasn't that nice?
Very nice.
That looks awesome. And then he brings me back a rainbow llama because Slick in studio is just like Slick at a fair. Everybody loves Slick. You don't realize this because he and Chelsea are out getting snacks, so we were watching some of the competitions. So he come back with a rainbow llama, which was the closest.
Where did he get it?
I don't know, games. They could come to a unicorn. And then after the competition, we got a chance to walk around.
He got a llama, he got this, and he got that.
And then he won a unicorn.
But what did he do to win?
So we have to find out what he did. He's going to have to bring a mic out. So we've got a menagerie here.
A menagerie.
From the fair. You've got a new hat. And he won a sloth. So let me tell you what it's like to walk around the fair.
Where is the sloth? That's what I wanted to see.
He gave it to his niece with Slick. You know the shell game in New York? And they get one person and they want you to come back? Well, he must have gone to every game before I got there. Because when we started walking back around it a couple hours later, they all knew. And they wanted to know how Slick ended up with me, Chelsea, and Anna. The guys were like, who are you? And how did you get this whole entourage about with you? And he's still laughing.
And he won?
He won the sloth somehow. I don't know how he won the sloth, but he did.
And why was it wet?
I don't know. But you saw the picture? He and Chelsea went on a ride. I had Anna's camera bag. I had Slick's moist sloth. I had all of our bag of goodies. You saw me and my my purse, and I was just like inundated with moistness. I'm like, Slick, why is your sloth moist?
Why was the sloth wet?
Why is your sloth
How
wet?
did he win it? I want to know what did you do to
Slick,
win
how
these
did you
things?
win everything? Come out, there's a mic out here on camera 2. You've got a bunch out here.
All right, so this was a funny day. The only reason why they know me is because I look like an easy mark. Seriously, I went out one time, and basically, my first time going out, I say for the ones that like fair games, be careful with all fair games, okay? Because I just
Sit in the other chair so I can see you.
This one better?
That one,
Okay.
okay.
Well, for the ones that like fair games, I'll say, you know, make sure you know like the actual rules to the games, because I lost ducks because you have to throw rings on a duck's
Try to
neck.
get you a duck.
So basically, the referees did not see. That's why I say I didn't like the Cowboys game. The referees did not see that I had like a ring around the duck, so I lost money on that.
So you threw it without anybody seeing?
No, I threw it without anybody seeing, but I made it,
How
and
much
then they
money
didn't
did
believe
you go
me.
through at the fair game?
How
Yeah.
much are you light?
I went through like I say 60 plus.
Chelsea said about $100.
60,
she
yes,
thinks.
about 100. Yeah,
Playing
60
these
plus.
games?
Yeah.
Have you lost your mind?
And getting a hat and getting other stuff as well too. Funnel cake as
How
well.
did you get this?
That was darts. I'm good with darts. That was darts.
And how'd you get this?
I think that was like, I don't know. I think rings or something. I had to toss something. But my my sloth came from basketball. They hustled me the first time. They know they did. That's what
happened with the basketball?
I had to change cashier. So once I changed cashier, he gave me the hope that I can, win this sloth, and I did.
And he
But
did.
my first sloth had a hole in the back. So I had to exchange for a
and I
moister
we
sloth.
lost them for a moment. I don't know. He went one way, we went another. So we call Anna, and she finds us, and I'm looking at this big orange sloth around his shoulders, and I'm thinking, there's a rip in it. Did he take it from somebody? Was it like a hand-me-down sloth? He didn't even know it. Freddie, the sloth was bigger than me. It was like, you saw the picture? It was like dragging on the floor behind me. So it had a hole. So then the guys gave him a hard time. They're like, what'd you do to the sloth? Why did the sloth have a hole
they
in
were
it?
not going to give it back to me.
But what'd you do to it?
No, I didn't do anything to it. I just tied it around my neck like a scarf. Like
Why was it wet?
Everybody, I'm a moist
always
guy.
moist.
That was your wetness.
I'm a moist guy. It was a cold night, and my body runs hot.
So you wet the scarf.
Sloth.
You were drooling on the
No,
scarf.
not
That was
drooling.
on his shoulders, like his whole back.
Very moist guy, like when it comes to Slick Speaks, you've seen it a couple times.
I saw you drowning over there.
I
Yeah.
get a lot of moistness happening.
So this sloth was
extra-
around your neck. It was absorbing your sweat.
And then I got
with
to
the
put it on.
jacket, yeah, but I didn't know it was that moist until I'm like, wow, it kind of is moist.
Now, did you see over the weekend, the NFL has a problem.
Mhm.
They want to keep sweat off the game.
Really?
So
How?
they're giving out towels upon towels. They don't want people sweating on each other.
How are they going to do that?
They're going to give out towels after towels and collect them. You use it once, and you got to throw it in the bin. You can't use the towel more than
Twice?
once. They had
Oh.
like 500,000
Are they gonna reuse them or?
No, I don't know what they're
They're
going
gonna
to do
throw
with
them
them,
away?
but they don't want you using it and giving it to somebody and then using it. No, that's done. They're not doing that anymore.
Okay, but
And here you are, Mr. Sweatness.
But the fair was a good time. I mean, I didn't notice a lot. I was looking for the next game to win, but like Don was telling me, like everybody was calling me back to the station.
Everyone was calling you
or
back.
they'll know, or they were. I just looked like an easy mark.
Did you see the darts? I actually got 4 of the 5 darts. I popped the balloons, and the guy
Yeah.
got right.
Yeah, and he didn't want to give Don a prize. He's like, Don's like, can I get like
He says, now give me $20.
No.
No, I'm good.
But if
I'm
you
not
did
gonna give
it,
you
why
two-
didn't they give you what
Because
you
I didn't pay
They-
it first. He just said, here, try a dart, you'll get it. I got 4 darts. He says,
I
all right,
sh-
now give me the money, and you'll get a prize. I'm like,
I should
was
have brought you there, because I think you would have shook him down if you were looking at.
Shook him down.
As in, like,
You give me
yeah,
a dart?
like I think my face was just like they were like, of course he's gonna give me $5, or of course he's gonna give me $10. If you were there, they would have been like, okay, we'll give you a prize even though you didn't win anything. Because my first prize, I think it was the rainbow looking.
You got the rainbow llama first.
Yeah.
The llama
He
for Alana.
gave it to me because even though I made one, he still gave me another one, and he's like, you can pick out any small prize. I'm like, okay,
This is why I don't go to fairs.
fairs.
Why?
They're hustlers.
Because they're hustlers.
They're hustlers.
You play the 3-card Monte game?
No, but it felt
Find
like
the-
every
find the
game was
Yep.
3-card Monty.
They loved him. Freddie, all we had to do was walk down, what's it called? It's not the runway, but walk down it's got something like that.
Breezeway or
What-
like
anyway,
or
we're
street?
walking, and they're all calling slick from
Correct.
both sides to come over.
So you had a rep.
And
Oh
what-
my goodness.
The funniest thing was one guy he basically came up to me and said, so you have to tell me your story. How do you know all these 3 women? I'm like,
You
I
should have
work
told
at
me,
a,
give me $20.
I'm like, I should have. I work at a production studio. He's like, I don't believe you. You got to come back around and tell me the true story. On
And
how
Anna
you
had her camera out, so Anna was documenting everything. So people were really wondering who he was.
Correct.
Because then he had a video camera filming him play all the games.
And I had
So
the
wait
monkey on my back.
And a monkey on his back.
Now, what I want
Or
to talk
sloth on my
about
back.
is the horse, the cow that you guys were riding.
The bull?
I saw Anna rode the bull. I saw you rode the bull. Did you ride the bull too?
I was considering it. There's the fair's still in town, so I'm gonna consider it. It's an 8 challenge.
You just
thing.
didn't do it and that was the kids'
when the ladies
bull, I
are
heard.
around. So I have to. Yeah, it's
No.
not a kids bull. No, it's not.
Is that a kid's bull?
It can be a
It can
kids
be.
bull, and it's an adult bull as well.
And you didn't ride it? Why?
No. At the time, I got to work on my thighs. I feel like my thighs.
Let me tell you, my calf. Oh my God! I think because I was gripping so hard, and I was riding it in heels. Did you see my shoes?
Yeah, you don't ride in heels.
You don't go to a fair in heels either, but apparently I did. Because I thought we were going to go to the expo center,
Yeah.
park in front, expo, leave.
Done.
There was no parking in front. We parked across the street. So we had a little
Field.
bit of a walk. Chelsea says, Mom, if anyone can walk a fair in heels, it will be you.
Yeah.
Expo center, then I'm like, all right, then we're going to leave.
What
I'm like,
happened to your sneakers?
I didn't think it was going to be appropriate to represent Aunt Media in sneakers.
Correct.
So I wore my wedge clogs because I had to, do what we do.
It's better to break an ankle and represent
And
Aunt Media
then,
with a cast.
and then we walked the fair. And then they're like,
And then you walked the
and
fair.
Anna says to me, I'm going to stay until I see you on a bull. That's going to be my closing shot on the video.
Anna said that?
It was from Anna. It was a dare from
now
Anna.
on, I want her to climb a building and jump off too. See if
Anna, she always says it in like a sweet voice, like you trust everything Anna says.
Yes.
So they went and they found the bull for
But
me.
Anna got in it too. I saw Anna on it.
She must have gone after we left because I didn't see her on
I
it.
saw the video.
So
I
it
just
was
didn't see Slick.
it was an Anna dare.
And what happened to the suit you were wearing?
Oh,
All week
the,
you went to get hooked up for a suit.
The weather was like fairly
was
nice,
indoors.
and it was kind of cold. So like me wearing the suit, it was very breathable at the time.
You had no intentions of wearing a suit.
But I did have a nice shirt on. I did. I
You
can
had the
say
blue thing,
I had a
the-
nice shirt
the
on. No, I
heartbreak
had a nice
shirt.
shirt on.
You
Under
had the blue
blue
thing.
But before the blue
Yeah, your
sweater.
hoodie on.
Yeah, I had a nice ensemble on. I had a nice time at the fair, and I felt like my dress shoes. I would have had blisters if I would.
What, you wear sneakers?
Yeah, I had. I couldn't wear dresses.
Unbelievable.
You could walk him in heels like me when I finally left my calf. It's still been aching. I iced it. I've been stretching it. I haven't run in 2 days, but the bull was on the kids' ride. I think Anna did the adult bull. I asked them for.
She
You
did
did
the
the
adult.
challenge? Yeah, she did
she
the
did
challenge.
the adult
like,
because her head was bopping and weaving.
there's like this challenge, like you pay $10, and then if
you paid to ride a bull?
Oh, you pay a lot to be at the
Yeah.
fair. Everything was money. You don't
Correct.
do anything without money.
That's why I'm saying hustlers.
The bull was $10.
let me get
The
this right.
rides.
You pay
Yeah.
to damage your ankle, perhaps break your neck, maybe break an arm, and you got to pay them to do it. You give me $5, I'll break your arm for nothing.
But that's fun.
Oh, it's fun.
The
I
fun,
see.
the fun of like the atmosphere, the cotton candy,
The funnel cake.
popcorn. $200.
If you win, you get $200.
Yeah.
She said.
You win what?
The bull ride. If you have to stay for 8 rides.
8 seconds. Oh, wow. 8 seconds, she would have won $200.
Yeah, easy.
If you stay on that little thing for 8 seconds, you win $100.
$200. You can flip.
You couldn't do that?
I didn't do the adult. I know that was the kids you saw me doing. That was the kids speed. And I was like, okay, we're done. And they sped it up. I'm like, no, we're done. Can you turn it off?
You couldn't do it? An athlete like you couldn't squeeze
I don't
yourself?
have. I'm an athlete. Yeah, top half of but like my bottom half, I don't trust my legs.
You
to
can't
hold on
straddle
to the
a bull for 8 seconds.
I can't. No.
Let me tell you, it was a big bull to straddle. The hardest part was getting up there for me. I like had to. You saw me trying to maneuver, like move closer, and I'm trying. There's no step ladder. You kind of just got to jump on the bull. If I had actually thought about it, Anna, it would have been a hard no. But because you guys gave me no time to think about it, she's laughing.
You had to hold on to the reins. Did it have a rein?
It was tight around it, so you had to and then you had to, me and germs. Then I had to douse myself in hand sanitizer, wash my hands, my clothes went in the hamper. There was no way to do that. It was tight.
No way.
It was tight,
And
right. You had to squeeze your hands
I discovered
underneath.
something else too at the fair: pig races. Anna was telling me about this earlier. I didn't believe it, but there's pigs like Piggy Minaj or the notorious Pig. And then they race these pigs on a track.
Did you bet money?
Bet money? I mean, my hand was
raised. He went through a paycheck.
Yeah, I can't, yeah.
And then we're walking, as we're getting ready to leave, they call him over from the airbrushing place. And they say, let me personalize your sloth. And they call him over. And we go over, and the owner says, it's kind of fuzzy. There's no way to personalize it. And the assistant goes, yes, we can personalize the hands. So he made it
bring it in for you guys.
Slick Speaks on the hands.
I'll bring it in.
$7 a hand.
Yeah. $7 a hand, yeah. My niece loves it though. She loves it. She took it away from me. It was
so your moist sloth got spray painted.
But I thought about it like this. Even though I ran through the number I ran through, when am I going to be back to South Florida Fair?
It's true.
Yeah.
It was fun. Yeah, Chelsea had a great time with you guys also.
Thank you. Chelsea was a good, she was a good
So Chelsea must think you're crazy.
She had a lot of fun because Slick is he's quiet fun. He just has to walk. Officer Krupke. All he does is walk down the breezeway and they call him in. He doesn't even have to go to a booth. And they're all summoning him.
No, the problem is that he plays.
It's my face because at point in time they're like, oh, get her something, or we got stopped for a timeshare.
He and Chelsea.
He tickets, but Chelsea told me, yeah, that's for a timeshare. It's like, oh yeah, no, never mind.
Like, are you a couple? We can win 2 key tickets, and Chelsea's all right.
Like,
we can pretend to be.
We can play it off like
they wanted to go to a timeshare deal. They didn't do it.
No.
No, don't do that because they suck you in, and the next thing you know, you own it.
But I just want Heat tickets. I just want to watch the best team in the NBA play.
So buy the tickets. They got them online for $49.
But they probably would have gave me a nice bowl seat, right next to.
Trust you me, they don't. I got suckered into that. I had timeshares and it was not pleasant.
So it was fun.
It was a good time though.
It was nice. Everyone had a good time, and then it started getting crowded, and then we left. And I think you guys stayed for a little bit.
I saw that somebody got on the Ferris wheel. I saw somebody take some film of the Ferris wheel.
I think Chelsea took film of the Ferris wheel, but she was walking around with you getting food. Yeah. And Anna are like, well, what happened to them?
Yeah.
They got sucked out.
I went on Starship with Anna. That was crazy, and then I had to leave. But
you had to throw up.
What? Yeah.
What was the best food?
Best food, funnel cake.
That's the best. You didn't have anything else?
Funnel cake.
They had chocolate fried bacon. They had bacon everything. Yeah. Fried. Can you imagine having fried chocolate bacon?
It'd be good, but I know.
You didn't have it?
I didn't have it.
You had it?
What is it?
Yeah.
They had big turkey legs. If you wanted some turkey,
I got pictures of that for you. I'll have to share those.
You got one for Alana? Alana likes the turkey leg.
No, I don't know where she went. She was too busy.
She had a reception. She didn't walk around with us. She had a reception to go to.
She had fair stuff to take care of. So.
But they had turkey legs.
You didn't
apples.
go to the reception?
No.
I thought you were invited afterwards because you were a sponsor.
No, that's when we walked around the fair.
No.
So, okay. But it was fun. More pictures to come.
Most definitely.
More pig kissing and calf birthing.
And this one never had funnel cake, you told me.
Anna had never had funnel cake.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that Anna never had since we met her here, right? Funnel cake,
She's so funny.
Drinking.
She's a lot of fun, Anna. She always laughs.
But she shows a lot. What is it? Pig races? I never thought people would race pigs. I thought horses.
You never saw a pig race?
I saw mice. I never thought pigs.
Yeah.
On a date.
Pigs
and the petting zoo too. It was nice. I had to stop by. I had to show some love to.
What did you pet?
Alpaca. No, I didn't pet anything.
Alpaca, you look at those spit at you.
Me and an alpaca, we was having a selfie time.
You and the alpaca was, yeah.
I didn't want the tongue on my face because those animals are quick to lick.
Quick to lick? Is that what you
You're
just
quick to
said?
get moist.
Quick to lick.
They would have licked you dry.
And I never knew donkeys can be zebras. Like there's a donkey that's a zebra, but they call it a Z-donk or a Z something.
When you mate a zebra and a donkey, you're going to get a Z-dunk.
So
From the farmer.
Really?
That's not normal.
But what is a zebra though? Is it a black horse with white stripes or
It's
a white horse?
White horse with black stripes.
It's a matter of semantics. That's interesting.
They come from Spain is, I think, the way it works.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's a black horse with white stripes.
There are certain horses that are born one color and then turn another. I think they're black and they turn white, or white they turn black.
There was a lot of food, is all I can tell you. You would have had so much fun. We all shared one funnel cake.
Yeah, we had pretzels.
Lemonade.
Like the lemonade was good
We
too.
all shared one funnel
Pretzel
cake,
with
but they had everything.
Mustard?
Yeah, I think they had mustard and they had fried pickles.
Yeah.
They fried everything. Wanda, you name it, it was fried. They fry you if you stood there long enough.
They'll fry
They
you.
charge you for it.
Wanda, do you sell fried bacon, chocolate bacon?
Everything was wrapped in bacon.
It's notorious at the fairs. They have chocolate, bacon, everything.
I just couldn't do it.
So
I didn't want to
more
test
to
it.
come.
I was already.
So you guys didn't eat? You just have funnel cake? You didn't have a candy apple?
I had fun.
No, we didn't have a can. No one else wanted any food. We spent all the money on rides and games. I actually had to get money on my way here this morning because I ran through all my cash. The bowl was $10.
You guys are marks.
Anything for ratings, I tell you.
I got hustled. I don't like
He always
that.
gets hustled.
I got hustled.
Oh, you got hustled, Mr.
They took
Clark.
advantage of me.
$200 you went through. That's crazy.
But we missed you. It was not the same, but I had you in my pocket the whole time.
I would have been saying no.
You probably wouldn't have walked around the
Think
fair.
about
you
it,
would have
like,
just
how
been there
many
for the
times
event.
you
No,
go
I
to
would
the
walk
fair?
around the fair, but I wasn't going to know. The three-count Monty guy, ask my sister.
How
Almost
many-
killed the guy the last time you took my money.
How many times am I gonna see the fair? That's what I.
Well, apparently, when you get more money.
All right, let's take a commercial break. When we come back, I think we're heading overseas to England with Barry Reuben and Ian of the Mario Lanza Show. So hopefully we've got Ian on the line. I think Barry's been hanging out there for a couple hours. We've still got Wanda joining us. More to come from the South Florida Fair. Going to take a quick commercial break. Talk about the artwork behind us. Is a new artist that we have in our studio. They look spectacular. And we'll be right back.
We hope you're enjoying this episode of the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. Whether you enjoy watching in the mornings or afternoons, you can now watch with your favorite merchandise. Choose from the Brooklyn Cafe t-shirts, ranging from sizes small to 3XL. Colors available include black, dark heather, and navy. Feeling chilly? Just check out our latest hoodie with over 9 colors to choose from. Sip on some Brooklyn Cafe coffee with Dawn and Freddie in a matching mug as seen on set. Brooklyn hats and special seasonal items are always popping up and available upon request. To purchase, you can visit our online store at brooklyncafe.tv/shop. Happy shopping!
Once a professional musician, artist Steven Zwern uses his creativity through multimedia artistic expression. His compositions use acrylic paint to create 3D masterpieces. Steven's fascination with brilliant colors and intriguing patterns with jewels and rhinestones entices the eye with color and dimension. For more information on the artwork of Steven Zwern, contact Steven at 914-656-9060 or stevenzwern.com.
Justin Mooney is special counsel of the Florida office of Hinman, Howard & Cattell Attorneys. Justin's practice focuses on tax, estate planning, guardianship, probate, and trust administration. His passion is to provide clients with sophisticated estate plans which carry out their wishes, reduce any potential taxes, and preserve wealth for future generations. The attorneys of Hinman, Howard & Cattell provide first-class legal services and have achieved a reputation for excellence for over a century, staying on the leading edge of the law. When you need representation or legal counsel, contact Justin Mooney at 561-276-1008 or jmooney@hhk.com.
A successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're going to be opening up on 5 and 6, guys.
Look, it looks like we got playground here. We've got your Rock'em Sock'em robots. I got a unicorn, a llama, some ducks, and you got a new hat. Pretty cool, huh?
I'm still amazed that he spent over $200 on.
It's all good. They all had a good time. So it's true. You got to try to, you always talk about New World Order and how things have changed, and they have changed. And we were ever so careful as best as we could. I had my mask on the entire time except for, I think, 2 pictures. And the whole time we were inside, they had their masks on. Everyone had hand sanitizer. Talk about living your life, how you can live your life. Otherwise, we're never going to live life. But it was really exciting to be there with Alana. And we've got a new artist here that we get to feature now.
Yes, he's a very nice behind us.
Rosie Sherman is an artist that we've known from our previous studio, and I had seen some of her artwork posted, and these Dancing in the Rain and Walking in the Rain are spectacular. We've got some others in the Studio A and in the lobby, so come on down. Everything is for sale here. Really, really some great pictures. Add color and pizzazz to your house.
Plenty of color and very well put. Even Alana says, wow, I like those.
I feel like I need more wall space, Freddie, so we can hang more things. We should be getting some more of Amy's pieces coming back, I think. So I spoke to Amy over the weekend.
Bigger
some
studio.
Exciting news from North Carolina.
Yeah, bigger studio.
Or just more walls. I don't know what to tell you.
Maybe we put them on the ceiling.
And I think we've got Barry Reuben and Ian joining us, Ian Michael. So did anyone pop on for us, guys? We're going to see. Ian Michaels is joining us from England. Barry is joining us from Miami. So let's say hi to... Ian's not on. All right, so we're going to talk to Barry.
I'm here. I'm here. Ian had to go, but I'm here.
All right. How are you doing, Barry?
I'm fine. How are you?
We're great. You want to give us a little bit about the Mario Lanza show that's happening?
I will indeed. It's becoming to be very exciting now because it opens up in London. The premiere is on the 24th of March. A lot of people have said to me, Mario Lanza, who's Mario Lanza? And I said to them, you may not remember him or you may not have heard him, but you definitely know his wonderful music. For example, O Solo Mio, which is the cornetto song. With the song In My Heart, Be My Love, The Loveliest Night of the Year, it's all coming together. It's going to be one hell of a show.
And how are people going to be able to watch it from around the world?
I've ordered 25 pigeons who are used to flying, and they're going to be dropping the thing rather. No, seriously though, we've had a lot of inquiries from places around the world, and we are going to record the show. As soon as it opens, we'll record it and we'll stream it out. So wherever you are in the world, you can just go online and to see the show.
We have Ian Michaels and soprano Maria Kesselman.
Yeah, unfortunately, Maria Kesselman was really busy today, and she only had 45 minutes to spare, and it didn't fit into your time frame. And Ian has been here for about an hour and 20 minutes, and he had to leave. So unfortunately, it got me. And I just wanted to say one thing about the beauty contest. I was involved in a beauty contest in Belgium. I wasn't trying to be the one who was chosen. I was on the jury of the Miss World contest. And I've got to tell you, from the other side of the stage, it's really interesting.
I know the connection isn't so great. All right, so more to come. We're going to get to interview Ian hopefully one day, and Maria, and maybe we'll play some of their songs, help promote the event in March.
Ian is actually coming. He's coming to Miami. He'll be here on the 14th of February. He needs 2 days to settle down his voice because the altitude affects the voice, and he'll be more than happy to come on the show and sing.
Fantastic. That'll be wonderful. I see some more travel restrictions I saw are happening. 24-hour PCR. So. Yep. If you can't get a 24-hour PCR, no one's going to be traveling, and that's a whole nother ball of wax.
That's nothing.
Yes, it started. It started this morning. But you'll be able to see this concert on pay-per-view is what we're working on, and perhaps even at theaters coming to you as well. So it's an event held in the most exclusive part of London. And it's going to be filmed and aired. And I believe it's about, what, $35 a ticket? Is that correct?
Roughly that, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. If you want to buy a pound, just leave a pound or two. But it's $35 a ticket.
Tell us, why did you choose to do the Mario Lanza story?
How did I choose it? Ian was in Miami about 4 years ago, and he was singing, and he was a sensation. And I said to him, Ian, your voice, it sounds on most of your numbers just like Mario Lanza. He said, well, I studied with Mario Lanza. I won a Mario Lanza scholarship. And we were talking, and he said, I'd really like to get back to singing. He had to stop when he was turned 35. Had an operation somewhere on his chest. I don't know what it was. But the doctors told him that he mustn't sing for at least 1 year. So he set the music aside, he married my daughter, and they had a family, and singing sort of went on the backstage. And when I heard him sing those 3 or 4 years ago, I said to him, you're wasting your voice. So we decided that we run a few concerts, which were very successful. And then it turned out that on the 29th of January, on that particular year, 3 years ago, Mario Lanza would have been celebrating his 100th birthday. So I said, as a tribute to him, why don't we write a show about Mario Lanza? And that was the idea. The show was written by Susan Sussman, who's a very acclaimed authoress here in the United States. She She's written many books, and I phoned her up. She's a friend of mine, and I said, "Will you write me a script?" She said, "Absolutely." And she wrote the script. We were ready to go. What happened? COVID came in, and for 2.5 years we couldn't do anything. So we kept the show and decided that we would bring it back to life, and that's what we've done now. It's going to be fantastic. I mean, I'm saying that because I'm involved. It is going to be fantastic.
It'll be great. So we look forward to playing some of their music and having them sing for us. You know, best we can do. I'll get Ian here live, and hopefully we'll be able to get Maria at least some of her work and play some of that.
Yes.
Awesome. Barry, thank you so much for filling us in.
Thank you.
More to come with the Mario Lanza tribute show. His life and his song.
It's interesting because we got to hear her sing. He has some cuts.
Yes, and her voice is spectacular.
And we should have played that. I'm just very confused today.
Well, I haven't spoken to you all weekend to download some of these pieces.
Well, you were riding a horse and kissing a llama. What can I tell you?
You know, I'll share my llama for Alana. But they had a good time. You were missed is all I can tell you, but we represented Ant Media best we could. Right, Slick? Anna, what did Anna think at the fair? She's so funny, Anna.
It's a woman of few words.
It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Riding the bull was top for her.
Riding the bull is tops for her. Jeez.
She went 3 times. That would be $30.
And you didn't stay on it for 8 seconds?
7 seconds. I was thinking, please, I don't want to fall off. I just want them to stop the ride. I want to get off. And they were not stopping the ride.
You threw yourself off.
They were not stopping. No, they threw me off. They were not stopping the ride till I got off. So they just kept going faster and faster until I was like, I'm done. I'm off. And then my shoe went flying. And
your shoe went flying.
At the end of the clip, you'll see my shoe goes flying. And then I had to get off. Oh, it was a whole thing.
Wow. Well represented.
Did you come from? Where did you go? Did you come from Cotton Eye Joe?
The problem is you're not using your ankles.
There's nothing to put your ankles in.
Oh, is that what it was?
There was nothing. There were no reins. There was no foot things. Whatever they're called.
I got to tell you, the smartest person of the group was Slick.
Why? Because he didn't go?
Because he didn't get on that.
Chelsea didn't get on it either.
Wow.
They were having fun.
They were laughing.
They were laughing.
Wow.
All right, let's take a commercial break. We'll play the Love Club again. Play Shane Farnsworth all from our 11 o'clock brunch hour. And we're going to take a commercial break. Soon more to come, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to an after-school Thursday meeting at Dwyer High School's Love Club, where you can find 9th through 12th graders making change in their community, starting with love.
The Love Club is centered around learning how to love yourself in order to love others around you.
Student-led, with the help of Miss Zanardi, these students are busy at work, planning and fundraising for a memorable and inclusive special needs prom.
Meet me at the red carpet event will be taking place this February 18th, 2022.
You can contact us at the Love Club Dwyer on Instagram or jennifer.zanardi@palmbeachschools.org.
Don't be shy. Reach out if you'd like to support these students making an impact.
Have you been injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or through the negligence of another? The lawyers at Shane M. Farnsworth, PA have over 40 years of combined experience representing injured individuals and their families. Call us today at 561-272-8337 for a free case evaluation and the answers to your legal questions. Were you injured in an accident that wasn't your fault? Don't let the insurance companies take advantage of you. Contact us now to learn about your options and to protect your rights.
Scoot up close. One hand up, one hand up. Oh.
Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Fit out and in for Cotton Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Hold up!
Watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. Well, Lucky says it's all about the shoes.
Always.
And Charlotte is watching.
Hey, Charlotte, how are you doing? So today is Martin Luther King Day, and it is National Day of Service. So to honor MLK Day, through our friends of Kindness Matters and Kindness Angels, they are having a bricks busting boredom 2-ton challenge to donate your used Legos to their collection bins, Subway shops, and Boca Greens, and receive a free cookie while helping smash the goal brick by brick. All of these Legos are going to be given to children's hospitals, fire departments, police departments. So when children come in, they have toys and games to play with. So they're collecting 2 tons of Lego. So 2-ton Lego challenge in honor of MLK Day. So I'm going to be, today is the National Day of Service. Help us smash it brick by brick.
Did you give your buckets?
I haven't yet because I want to make sure I'm giving the right bucket away. So it's now through the 31st. They're going to be collecting them. So I just want to double check with Aaron, but I think I know which one it is. They're collecting at the Subway, at the shops of Boca Greens, which is on 441, just north of Glades, to donate. That's all through Kindness Matters. So in honor of MLK Day. Slick, you have anything in honor of MLK Day? He's going to look up something, but he has not. I've got pictures of turkey legs. I got pictures of candy apples.
I got to see a special today about Martin Luther King's mom.
Did you? Yes,
about how she influenced him to turn the other cheek and everything else.
That's interesting.
It was. She was some kind of woman, his mother.
You know, changing day of service. And today would have been Betty White's 100th birthday. So everything is trending for Betty White Day also. About the animals. I see Betty White is, let's see what it's all trending. It's all over social media what's trending right now. Celebrate her 100th birthday with her. Betty White challenge has been lost. Oh, look at this. If you Google her, look what pops up, all of these flowers. Thank you for being a friend.
Oh.
Isn't that nice?
Betty White?
For Betty White, yep.
Do you ever wonder how many Legos fit in a ton?
How many Legos in a ton? I guess it would depend on how much they weigh.
Well, there's an art to this thing apparently.
Really? Share.
I can't. My phone doesn't behave. I had the answer and now I don't. It's like 69,000 per 2 tons. So you would need over 130,000 bricks of Legos. But I was trying to figure out how many bricks.
Think how many times you've stepped on a Lego when your boys were growing up.
Yes, and it's still there.
Right? That step on the Lego, that pain you will never forget. It's just kind of, oh my goodness, yes. So the Betty White Challenge to support for animal shelters is encouraged on her 100th birthday, is what they're talking about. Donating to an animal welfare charity or shelter in honor of Betty White, the beloved Golden Girl.
I got to tell you, I cannot say it over and over again. Betty White was on TV all weekend.
Was she?
Marathons after marathons. I mean, come on, I love the woman, but oh my God, I must have seen these marathons 100 times.
Wow.
You like Betty White stuff?
Everyone likes Betty White. Mary Tyler Moore Show? You got to love some of the original intros to shows if you actually look back at what they were like. Mary Tyler Moore, Betty White was on so many incredible shows. But here you go. The time is always right to do what is right. Martin Luther King.
Well, there you have it.
Always right to do the right thing.
Now, they've been talking all sorts of things going on right now. Did you know that the conversation of not having equality when it comes to voting is very well in play right now? Didn't you know that?
What do you mean?
That there was a voting discrepancy for blacks to vote in this country.
There's been a discrepancy for a lot of people to vote. For women, I was watching last night that they actually think they found who betrayed Anne Frank's family after all of these years.
Who's Anne Frank?
From the Diary of Anne Frank?
Who's that?
Really? You're kidding. The Annex, Anne Frank.
I don't know who that is.
Anne Frank and her family hid for over 200 and some odd days in the Annex of Amsterdam during World War II.
I never knew that.
And the Diary of Anne Frank, you didn't have to read that in middle school?
No.
Talked about the Annex and who betrayed the family and actually turned them in because they lived behind a bookcase for almost...
Who turned them in?
Well, that was the whole thing. They did not know who turned them in. And
but now you know?
Last night on 60 Minutes, they revealed who they think, as a circumstantial evidence case, because they don't have hard proof, who turned them in and why. And
do you believe it?
You could probably believe any of them. The fact that they opened up a cold case after 70 years is interesting. Everyone perished in the family except the dad, and I didn't realize the dad had survived, so it was an incredible piece.
I can't believe that you follow that.
Anne Frank? I don't know.
Never heard of it.
She's iconic. The Diary of Anne Frank, about a girl she wrote in her journal up to the age of 15 about what it was like being in the war. Her family had escaped. They went to Amsterdam. They had a business, and they hid behind a bookcase in the Annex. And everyone from the father's business would bring them food. They did not leave the Annex for 2 years. They never went outside. They had to be quiet by day, and at night when everything closed down, they were able to make a little bit of noise. And someone turned them in, and the Nazis came and took them away and sent the men to Auschwitz and the women
was a movie.
to Buchenwald. Sure, The Diary of Anne Frank.
I think I saw it.
And now they talk about, they think they called in a retired FBI agent from Florida to open up the cold case to see if they could find out who.
Who did the
in
who
fact,
was it, a maid?
No, it was another Jewish man in the community, and they felt like, according to the story, that for him to keep his position and keep him and his family safe, he positioned and turned in, not knowing that it was Anne Frank and her family, but all the addresses he knew where Jews were hiding to keep himself safe. He never went to the camps. There you go.
I think I saw this movie. I got to check. I see a lot of movies.
And the Annex is still a historical building, and everything is still, things were looted, but the maps of where they had mapped everything looking for the Allies to come in and save them. I mean, it was so close. It was September of 1944 when they were captured, and so close to freedom, but they didn't make it.
You saw what happened in Texas?
Oh my gosh. Yep. I was at the fair with the crew, and Aaron's texting me and sending me all of this information, and again, the world we live in, you just makes you want to shake your head and say, why?
You know, it's funny, they had taken training, not classes, training about that scenario occurring for a year and a half. And the rabbi was talking about it this morning on the news. And he was talking about how the FBI did a hell of a thing. They kept that guy going for hours and hours without killing anybody. And at the end, they would not give in to what he wanted, and he was getting really perturbed. And he turned the corner in another room, and the rabbi sent 3 people or 2 people out another door into to the left that he ran out to. And then the FBI went in there, and I believe he was killed, from my understanding.
Yep, that was the report I saw, that he was killed.
But it's just, it's just unbelievable how things occur. They let him into the synagogue because he said he was homeless, and they wanted to feed him. And they were giving him tea and some crackers and something. The rabbi he says, "Come, we'll feed you." And all of a sudden, the rabbi, when he went to get the tea, he heard the click of the gun. And he knew that it wasn't going to be a normal day.
It's a crazy world that we live in, that this is what we worry about.
And it just amazes me because, they did what they had to do, and they took out the danger, and that rabbi and the community survived, thank goodness. And then I saw another report where there was a sheriff that beat up on somebody in the community, and the one he beat up was another cop, because he decided to get physical with a guy who was in handcuffs, and this female cop jumped in to stop him from doing it, and he choked her, and it's here in Fort Lauderdale, and that's going to go ballistic as well. I mean, I don't understand what the problem is. I thought we were getting better as a community, but apparently we're not.
New world order, as you say.
Yeah, but not bad world order. I said new world order.
You know what? It makes you just scratch your head and say, I just don't understand. But thankfully, the rabbi and all the hostages are safe. When that story finally comes out, see if it comes out or see what the rabbi says. It's an interesting conversation to have.
Wow. And then you go and you wonder why more and more people are getting armed to protect themselves. I'm an advocate. I said the teachers should be. Spoke to one who should tell me she would never be able to do it, but it gives you an opportunity. You think about it. If you get into a situation where it's you or them, what are you going to do when they have all the bullets and you have all the? I don't know what I'm going to do now. It's a problem. It's a problem. But welcome to. You believe it's the 17th of January?
I know.
Right?
Can't even believe it.
What the hell, man?
But we got a great show, a great lineup for you tonight on WWNN. At 6 o'clock, we have Better Hair, Better You with Dr. Rafael Sierra. At 6:30, we have... Lucky. At 7, you've got a new show.
The Timeshare Information Network.
And at 7:30, we've got Touched by an Angel by a new friend of ours, Angel.
Yes.
That's reaching into the senior community and giving them some tips and motivation, how to stay strong, healthy, in your older ages, I guess.
Older ages.
Older ages. What constitutes a senior? I don't know. So tune into WNN tonight live from 6 o'clock on, and you can always give us a call. Let us know what's happening on this MLK Day for you. We've got more friends in the house.
Miss Angel.
Oh, it was Angel. All right, as we were talking about her. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe. Bundle up. Is going to be 40 degrees here tomorrow morning, which means I might have to put on pants.
It's going to be cold, baby.
We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. my electric eyes. It doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body.